Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today in this video I'm going to show you how to fix Unreal Engine error. So if you're receiving this error, that is an Unreal process has crashed UE-GZH or GPU crash dump triggered. So if you're receiving this error with this game, then please follow the steps shown in this video. Now the first step is to restart Steam. So go to Steam and then click on exit. And once you close Steam, now you can launch Steam once again. And then after you launch Steam, now you can go to library and then select your game, make a right click on the game, select properties, go to install files tab and then click on verify integrity of game files. Once the verification is complete, now you can launch the game and then check. Next step is to restart your computer. So do not ignore this step, just restart your computer once, and after the system restart, try launching the game. Next step is to allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. So if you have any third-party antivirus, just make sure that you allow the game exe file to your antivirus program. Now if you are using Avast, in that case you can open Avast and then go to Protection Quarantine, select the game exe, you can restore it and add it as an exception and then check. Now if you're using Windows security, in that case you can open Windows settings and then go to privacy and security. If you have Windows 11, then click on Windows security. If you have Windows 10, you will have an option update and security, then click on Windows security and then click on virus and threat protection. Scroll down at the end, you will see manage ransomware protection. Click on it. Now click on allow an app through control folder access. Click on yes to allow. Click on add an allowed app, browse all apps. Now go to the game installation folder. So if the game is installed in C drive, open C drive, program files x86. Now open the Steam folder. Now open the Steam apps folder. Now open the common folder. Now open the game folder. Select the exe file, open, and then click on add an allowed app, browse all apps. Open this folder, binaries Win64. Select this exe file, then click on open. Now type in control panel in Windows search box and then click on control panel. Go to system and security, Windows Defender Firewall. Allow an app or feature through Windows Defender Firewall. Click on change settings in the top. Click on allow another app and then click on browse. And then go to the game installation folder once again. And then select this exe file, click on open, click on add. In my case, this is already in the list of exception. I have already added. So once that is done, now click on allow another app once again, then click on browse and then open this folder, binaries Win64. Select this exe file, click on open, now click on add. In my case, this is already added. Now once the game is added over here, now you can click on OK on the bottom and then launch the game and then check. Next step is to, you can even disable your antivirus program till the time you're playing the game. So you can disable it. Now once you're done playing the game, you can always your antivirus program. Enable your antivirus program and then check. Now the next step is to run the game as an administrator. So for this, make a right click on the game, select manage, then you can browse local files. It will take you to the game installation folder. Open this folder, binaries Win64, select this exe file, make a right click, select properties, and then go to the second tab and then put a check on the box which says run this program as an administrator. Then click on apply, click on OK and launch the game from Steam. Do not launch the game from here. If you make a double click over here, you might receive Steam not running error. So you will receive this error. So once you put a check on run as administrator, launch the game from here. Now you can even still the game is not launching, then again make a right click on the game, select properties, and then this time put a check over here and first of all try Windows 8, hit apply, click on OK. Now launch the game from here. If that does not work, again make a right click, select properties, and this time select Windows 7, apply, OK, and then launch the game from here. Still not working, make a right click, select properties. This time put a check on the box which says disable full screen optimization, apply, OK, and then launch the game from Steam. Still not working, in that case you can uncheck all the boxes. So when you put a check on these boxes, if it's not working, then remove all these boxes, remove all the checks from the boxes, and then click on apply, OK, and then follow the next step. Next step is to update Windows 11 to version 23H2. Now you can go to Windows settings, go to Windows Update, click on check for update. Once all the updates are installed, then restart your computer, and after the system restart, launch the game. So in my case, the game is already, my Windows is already up to date to version 23H2. So update your Windows to version 23H2. If you have Windows 10, then update it to version 22H2. So just update your Windows and then restart your computer and then launch the game. Next step is to perform a clean installation of your graphics driver. So if you have NVIDIA card, go to NVIDIA website. If you have AMD card, go to AMD website. I'm showing for NVIDIA. So go to NVIDIA website and then select your product type. For me, it's the GeForce Experience. So select your product type and then select the right series. So whichever is your series, select your series. In my case, it's 30 series. So select your series and then select your graphic card. Make sure that you select your graphic card. If you have Windows 11, select Windows 11. If you have Windows 10, select Windows 10. And then select game ready driver. It should be by default. And then click on search. Now click on download. And then click on download once again. Now once the download is complete, you have to run this exe file. Now once you run the exe file, you will see this screen. Now click on agree and continue and then select custom. Select custom over here and then click on next and then put a check on the box which says perform a clean installation. Make sure that you put a check on perform a clean installation and then click on next, and once the clean installation is done, now you can restart your computer, and after the system restart you can launch the game. So make sure that you restart your computer after this and then restart your computer and then launch the game. Now the next step is to run the game on dedicated graphic card. Now for this, type in graphics settings in Windows search box and then click on graphics settings. Now click on browse over here and then go to the game installation folder and then open the game folder. Select the game exe file, click on add. Once it is added, click on options, select high performance. Now click on save. Again click on browse, open this folder, binaries win64, select this exe file, click on add. Once the game is added, click on options, select high performance. Now click on save. Now launch the game and then check. Next step is to reset BIOS to default settings. So go to your system BIOS. So you can shut down your computer and start your computer and then immediately keep on tapping the F2 key on the keyboard. That is for Dell computer. For different brands, the BIOS key may be different. So go to your system BIOS and then you will see default settings option. So just reset your BIOS to default settings, to the factory settings, and apply the changes, save the settings, and then log into the computer and then check. If you can even Google it, how to reset your system BIOS to default. If you have HP, Lenovo, you can search it in Google, and also put AVX settings to auto in system BIOS. So first of all, reset, just use the default settings. If that does not work, again go to system BIOS. If your system BIOS has these settings, that is AVX, if you have this option in system BIOS, you can set it to auto and then check. This has worked for many players, so it might work for you. So try this. Next step is to update BIOS. Now again, to update the BIOS, go to your system manufacturer website. So if you have a Dell computer, go to Dell. If you have a Lenovo, go to Lenovo. If you have HP, go to HP. So go to your system manufacturer website, select your model number, make sure that you select your computer, and then find the latest BIOS update available and then update your system BIOS. In case of laptop, make sure before you update the system BIOS, make sure battery on your computer is more than 10% and the AC adapter, the charger, is connected to the computer, and then update the system BIOS. During the BIOS update, your system will restart. Do not unplug the power cable when it's updating the system BIOS. After the BIOS update, log into the computer and then launch the game. Next step is to turn off NVIDIA auto tuning. Now for this, press Alt plus Z on the keyboard. This is for NVIDIA users if you're using NVIDIA graphics card. Now on the here you can see on the top right, performance, click on it, and then over here you will see enable automatic tuning. If this is on, you can turn this off and then launch the game and then check. Next step is to disable Steam overlay. So to disable Steam overlay, go to Steam, make a active in the game, select properties and turn off the option which says enable the Steam overlay while in game, and then check. Now if you're using any other overlay application, such as like if you have Discord running, you can go to settings on the top, and then here you can see in game overlay, you can turn this off. Now similarly, if you have Discord running, you can open Discord, go to settings and then go to game overlay. You will find somewhere game overlay. If this is on, you can turn this off. Or you can simply close GeForce Experience or like exit, and then you can also close Discord. So close all the overlay application and then check. Next step is to run this command. Now type in cmd in Windows search box and then click on command prompt and then click on run as administrator. Always open command prompt as an administrator. Click on yes to allow and copy the first command. Paste it over here, hit the enter key. Now run the second command. Paste it, hit the enter key. Now run the last command. Hit the enter key. Now once this is done, now you can launch the game and then check. Next step is to, now this for many users turning on VPN has worked, so you can try this. If you have VPN, then you can turn it on and then check. If it is already on, in that case you can turn it off and then launch the game and then check. Next step is to restart your router. So simply turn it off, wait for a few seconds and then turn it on and then launch the game and then check. Connect to your internet and then check. Delete the config file. Now for this, open File Explorer, go to this PC, open C drive. Now open users folder. Now open your username folder. Now open app data. If you don't see app data on the top, click on view, select show and then put a check on hidden items and then open app data. Open local folder, then open this folder. Here open the saved folder. Here you can see config. Now you can delete this config, but before you delete, let me inform you, once you delete config, your saved settings, your saved graphics settings will be lost. You have to set your settings once again. So you can make a right click and then click on delete, and once this is deleted, now you can launch the game and then check. Next step is to increase the virtual memory. So to increase the virtual memory, type in view advanced system settings in Windows search box and then click on view advanced system settings and then click on the first settings and then go to advanced tab and then click on change over here and then select the drive. So uncheck the box which says automatically manage paging file size for all drives. Uncheck this box and select the drive where the game is installed. So select the drive and then once you select the right drive, now put a check on custom size, and for initial size it's 1.5 into total RAM. So you can check the total RAM in Windows settings. You can go to system and then go to about, and total RAM in my case is 16 GB. So you can calculate accordingly. In my case it's 16 GB, so I will calculate as per 16 GB. So, and first of all we have to convert 16 GB into megabyte. So we will open calculator. So type in calculator in run box and then click on OK, and over here it's 16 1.5 into total RAM. Total RAM in my case it's 16 RAM 16 GB. So 16 into 1024 is actually 1 GB is equal to 1024 megabyte. So 16 GB in megabyte will be 16384 into 1.5 into total RAM. This is my total RAM in megabyte. Now 1.5 into total RAM, that is into 1.5. So in my case initial size is 24576 and maximum size is 3 into total RAM. Now total RAM in my case, that is 16 GB. I have 16 GB of RAM. So 16 into 1024 I have converted this in megabyte. Now that is 3 into total RAM. So total RAM is this much into 3. That is 49152. 49152. 4915152. Now click on set over here. Then click on OK. OK. Apply. OK. OK. Now restart computer. Make sure that you restart your computer after this. Now the next step is to install DirectX and Visual C++ file. For this, copy this link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to Microsoft website. Click on download and then run this exe file. Click on yes to allow. Accept, next, uncheck install the Bing bar, next, and let the installation complete. This will take a couple of seconds or maybe a minute, and then click on finish. Now copy the second link. The link is provided in the video description. Open this link in a browser. It will take you to again Microsoft website. Over here you can see Microsoft Visual Studio 2015, 17, 19 and 22, and then scroll down and then click on x86 and x64. You have to download both the file. So download x86, then run this exe file. Now if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see install option, click on install. In my case, I have already installed it, so it's telling me to restart my computer. System reboot is required. Ignore this error. In your case, you should be able to install it. So click on OK. Again download x64, run this exe file. Again, if you see the repair option, click on repair. If you see install option, click on install. Again, I have already installed it, so it's telling me to restart my computer. Once done, make sure that you restart your computer after this. So click on restart, or you can simply restart your computer, and after the system restart, launch the game. Next step is to unplug external devices from the computer which you are not using. So if you have any external devices which you are not using, disconnected. Sometimes we have additional controller connected, disconnected. Try launching the game on single monitor. If you have any third-party application or services running, you can close it. Close all the overclocking applications. So if you have MSI Afterburner, Riva Tuner, or any kind of overclocking application, just close it and then launch the game. Perform clean boot. Now for this, type in system configuration in Windows search box and then click on system configuration. Go to the services tab and then put a check on the box which says hide all Microsoft services and then click on disable all. In my case, this option is grayed out. I already did it. In your case, this will be highlighted. So make sure you put a check on hide all Microsoft services first and then click on disable all and then click on apply, click on OK. You will see a restart option, restart your computer and then launch the game. Also, if you have undervolted your computer, remove the undervolt and then launch the game. Next step is to skip this step if you're not able to launch the game. But if you're able to launch the game, you can try different region in the game. So when you launch the game, you can switch to different region. Now for many users, changing the region has worked. So when you launch the game, before you play the game, you can just click over here. And if you're selecting US Central, you can try US East, you can try US West. Now you can even go for Europe West, Europe East. So you can try different region over here and then check. Also switch to window mode and lower down graphics settings. So if you're able to launch the game, you can just lower down graphics settings and then check. Now go to, on the top here you can see the gear icon. Go to settings and then go to graphics. Now over here, if this is set to window full screen, you can try full screen. You can switch to window mode. Try window mode, and if the resolution is set to 4K, you can try 1920 into 1080p. You can even lower down more and then check. Now if the VSync is off, you can turn it on and then check. If the VSync is already on, you can turn it off and then check. Scroll down, and if the frame rate is set to unlimited, I will set it to maybe 120. So I will try 120, or maybe I'll try 60. So try to lower down frame rate limit. Scroll down. Now if quality preset is set to like epic, You can set it to high. You can even go for medium, and then scroll down, and over here you can see motion blur. In my case it is off. Go to advanced. Now if you're selecting FSR, like if the FSR is selected for upscaling method, you can set it to, you can try this XESS. This has worked for a few players, so it might work for you. If you're using DLSS, in that case set the NVIDIA DLSS super resolution to quality. Set it to quality, and then scroll down. If NVIDIA reflex low latency is on, you can turn it off. Turn off frame generation. Now if this is on, turn it off, and then apply changes, and then check the performance. Now the last step is to uninstall and reinstall the game to different drive. So make a right click on the game, select manage, then click on uninstall. Now after the uninstall, go to the game installation folder, delete the game folder, restart your computer, and then reinstall the game to C drive. So in case if the game is installed to different drive, like sometimes we install the game to D drive, E drive, in that case install the game to C drive and then check. If the game is already installed in C drive, then try installing the game to another SSD and then check. So one of the steps shown in this video should help you to get the game running on your Windows computer. So that'll be all. Thank you so much for your time, and please like this video and subscribe to my channel.